What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we ride and rebuild dirt bikes. If you're new here, subscribe. We really appreciate the support, and head over to shop920boys.com to check out any of the merch that we got. We update it weekly / monthly depending on how many designs we got coming out. In today's video, we were going to be driving down to Fond Du Lac, Wisconsin and dropping off Rob's 1992 YZ265 two-stroke engine to the guys over at Speed Freakz, Eric Wedemayer, and Eric Gorr from Eric Gorr Racing. Super pumped to talk to him. We're going to check out his shop. Yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Eric Wedemayer over at Speed Freakz does what he does best and got our engine apart and gave us the lowdown. Bob Kraft at Custom Craft Performance down in Las Vegas, Nevada, worked on the cylinder previously. It also has a cast iron sleeve in it, which is a cheap alternative to Nicosil plating, and problems from the different rates at which aluminum and cast iron expand always cause piston seizures. On top of that, the left case needs welding in the shift shaft seal area, and you can see the light through the gap in the crankcase, so the cases need to be lapped flat. We will be getting all new studs, bushings, alignment pins, bearings, and seals. Cases and inner clutch cover will get a chemical strip or aggressive dry blast, and then powder coated brushed aluminum. And here's the finished product.
What up again?
Alright. What's up, guys? We're back in the garage. We just got back from Eric Gorr's over at Eric Gorr Racing, and we got most of the engine back for Rob's 1992 YZ two-stroke, so he's going to tell you a little bit more about what he had done.
So we just got the motor back, as Matt said earlier, from Speed Freakz, which has Eric Wedemayer working on the motor. We had him vapor blast and powder coat the lower end with brushed aluminum finish. We had the top end done by Eric Gorr down at Eric Gorr Racing. We got a big bore kit put into the new top end with the Nicosil plating. We got the new piston as well, which is a Waseco 265. So we got the big bore kit on the 250 is now a 265. So we ran into an issue with the power valve cover. When we purchased the 92 YZ, it came with a fabricated one that the previous owner fabricated themselves, so I had to go on eBay and get a new power valve cover to help complete the build process to restore the motor back to its most original fit, form, and function. We're going to work with Ryan Callies at Finish Line Engine to help us rebuild the crank to get it where it needs to be. We noticed a couple dings here and there on the crank, so we want to get that rebuilt and put back to the best shape possible that we can get for this bike to get up and running. The bearings, the seals, and the gaskets, we're kind of going to have to piece together. The research that we've done in magazines or anywhere else, we're pretty much going to have to piece it all together because they go back to the kits all the way to 99, and since this is a 92, we're going to have to kind of do some research on that to get the bearings and the seals and the gaskets, the right ones, the correct ones, and the best ones possible to get this up and running. Getting the frame vapor blasted, powder coated as well, to help get it back to its original shape, to look the best as well.
The guy we got it from had some rattle can on it in a few spots, so
Yeah.
It'll look fire once it's all blasted and, like he said, back to the, I'm guessing white, but you never know. Stay tuned. You know, it might be something crazy.
If you are a motocross fan, and I've been a motocross fan for a long time, one name you know is Damon Bradshaw. Used to ride for Yamaha back in the 90s. We're getting the inspo from his 1992 YZ250 run with the AMA Supercross and stuff like that.
I can update you guys a little bit on the Suzie build. When we fired it up, we actually found a little pinhole on the right side radiator. So I got that taken off, and I'm going to have to get that TIG welded if I can find the hole and it's not too crazy. Save a little money there because we still need graphics yet, and if I can manage, I got a Yoshi exhaust on hold for me. So that would really tie it together and really make it bark. So as far as this year is concerned, we're really trying to ramp things up. We're meeting a lot of new people, and I mean, Rob's on board now and he's really helping out a bunch. This year, we're going to Indianapolis Supercross, obviously down in Indy.
We got Airbnb and everything, so that's going to be a great time. Excited to get some footy. We got the, what's it called? We got the Fun Fest pass? Sounds cool. Yeah, kind of like the backstage pass, like the pit access, hell yeah, stuff like that. Hopefully being able to meet some of the professional riders that they got out there and hopefully get them sporting some merch if we can possible. That'd be sick. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Also this year when we're going to be out at the tracks with the canopy, we're thinking about offering name and number customizations on merch that we have available on hand. Also a tire changer with some spare tubes on hand. So just trying to get things growing in whichever ways we can. We just launched shop920boys.com. It's turning into a one-stop shop moto apparel site. So we're working with numerous different moto businesses to get them apparel if they don't already have it, or if they do already have apparel, just kind of adding some of their designs and stuff to our store and just helping grow their business and the moto community in general. So definitely one of the guys that we have on there is Eric Wedemayer. We have his Speed Freakz logos on there. We did a collab with Valley MX, so you can get your 920 Boys Valley MX t-shirts on there as well. Midwest Moto Academy's down there. We did some with them as well. We're also going to be doing rider videos at the end. You guys want to get out on YouTube, you show everybody your skills, show everybody how the 920 boys do their thing. Send us your videos. Our guys will be sending us videos. We'll be putting it at the end of every video. So if you want to, you guys can go check out. We'll have the track listed where they're at, wherever they're riding, if they're riding out on the ice. So you guys can get out there and hang out with the crew. Shop 920 boys!
50, and then I was a race mechanic, and then we built this bike here. This had, let me go bring some pictures downstairs. Yeah, it was fun.
Look at that.
I was a magazine editor. That's my
Eric.
logo. Yeah, I used to write these magazine columns in Dirt Rider. In America, I was Ask Dr. Dirt, and in Australia, I was Ask Eric, and then in England, I was Dr. Moto.
Oh,
so
wow.
I did all the same stuff,
Yeah.
but it was written a different way. Like when you write in English, proper English, you have to have a different writing style, and then we did different stuff. But Australia was funny, you could say anything there. You could swear in your columns.
Oh. How cool,
But
dude.
yeah, people would write questions to the magazine, we'd answer them. And then we started it online. And then we started answering it on Wreck Motorcycles Dirt. And that's before we had the World Wide Web. So that was like before 93. So we had Wreck Motorcycles Dirt, which was called a news group. So you'd go to these things called news groups and you'd scroll down and it'd be rec.motorcycles.dirt. And there was all sorts of ones. I mean, this is crazy. This is so long ago. And then this guy started this thing called dirtrider.net. I think it's still out there. And then Thumper Talk and then Vital. So we contribute to those and just answer questions.
I joined the 1617 MX group on Facebook, and I don't even know what it is.
It's guys like me that were racing at this time. So it's Northern Illinois, that's District 17. And then District 16 is
Okay.
Southern Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
It's actually all the way through Wisconsin, but all the tracks like Aztalan, Byron, Maplehurst, Syracuse, they were all in southern
Gotcha.
Wisconsin and northern Illinois. So we used to have a series.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. This is a really iconic picture. That's Jamie Dobb, Paul Eastwood, Paul Mallon. And they were like the three greatest guys in England. And this is the team manager of KTM.
Currently?
Yeah, what's his name? German guy, Pitt Beerer. He's the manager of KTM overall.
Wow.
That's Stefan Everts. This is like 93 at the. So these are some of the pit passes and shit that we had back then, and so I worked there for like 10 years. I saved all this shit, all these pictures and all this stuff. Pit passes. This is Suzuka in Japan. they had a Grand Prix. That's Bobby Moore. This is Jeff Stanton there. Who else would you know? Greg Albertine and Mike Kudrowski. So it was, it had a modified center of gravity. So it ended up being the first modern supercross bike. Because there was this guy, his name was Andy Magoo Chandler. So that's Magoo. That's a stupid dog, Endo.
Endo.
Yeah, dog. Never had a leash. So we took a RM125. This is the Ryder Troy Bradshaw. He's kind of a burner. But we put the airbox, this is a radiator sideways and the airbox sideways. We put the gas tank down there.
What?
And we changed the center of gravity of the bike. This is some different body styles we had. And then Honda picked it up when Magoo went to go ride for Honda, and they lowered the center of gravity of the gas tank, right?
Yeah.
And these are the modern Hondas. This is the last race of Jean-Michel Bale in America, racing against Jeff Stanton at Troy, Ohio. And I was standing in the first turn in a pile of tires, and then I popped up. I took the picture, and then they had me arrested. And but I got that shot, you know.
How cool.
Crazy.
You know, it's Jeff Matasevich, Jeff Ward,
Jeff Ward.
Jeff Stanton. You got to lower the center of gravity of these bikes so we can fly them in the air. He says, I want to jump over things. And he was known for jumping over things. He said, if you pack the weight to the center, the bike will be more controllable with the gyros, which is the wheels. That's what we did. And it worked really well. I mean, this guy, Troy Anderson, this guy here, he's like a Wisconsin legend.
Oh,
And but that was like 40 years ago. This is him, and this is my first company, Shelgor. That's me, and that's Troy.
Look at you.
Yeah,
How old were you there?
25 maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And-
we've been doing this a long time.
And nice to talk to you again.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Yeah, see you Saturday.
All right, good meeting you.